Several of you have written to me about this topic, and it seemed like a good idea to respond with a video because I think others might have the same question. The question is, I dreamed of shoes. What could that possibly mean? That's what I'd like to explore with you. In this new video, let's get started. Hello, my name is JérémyPothin.com and I am passionate about dreams. The purpose of this channel is to grow and live by growing in the life of the Spirit. I am currently doing a series called Interpreting Dreams, and let's see together what dreaming of shoes could possibly mean. So the first thing, let's remember that God already speaks the language of the dreamer. So the first thing you need to ask yourself is, what do shoes represent for you? And even if you are in a dynamic where you can share dreams around you, ask the person, what do shoes represent for them? Because God speaks the language of the dreamer. Then let's look in the scriptures. What could this possibly mean? There are several meanings. I will discuss two with you that come up quite often. And this is what I would like to present to you. The first thing is two biblical texts from the Apostle Paul. The first is in Romans chapter 10, verse 15, where he says, "How beautiful are the feet of those who bring peace, of those who bring good news." He is quoting the prophet Isaiah. In chapter 52, he will also say in Ephesians chapter 6, where he is talking about the armor of the Christian, he will speak of the feet and he will say, "And have on your feet as shoes, and kanachosura, and on your feet as shoes, and alvopi as shoes. Have on your feet the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace." So there is this notion, sometimes when we dream of shoes, this notion of bringing peace, of bringing the good news, which is the gospel. Therefore, dreaming of shoes can refer to this notion of evangelization, this notion of preparing to announce the gospel. And this can also refer to, depending, of course, on certain cases, to people who also have a ministry calling, such as evangelists, but we are all also called to evangelize. All right, so there is when we dream of shoes, this notion, there is also, of course, the notion of the Christian walk. All right, stones symbolize the walk, and this can refer to our everyday life or our Christian walk. So it is important, and I refer you to my live number 1 on how to break down a dream. It's about saying, okay, based on the symbolism of the shoe, what is the main action, the main emotion, and from that, try to understand the truth behind that symbolism. So my goal is to already give you some avenues for reflection, and I believe that the Holy Spirit will guide you. Remember what Daniel will say in chapter 7? He will say, when he receives a vision from God, he will say, "I sought to know the truth about this subject. I desired to know the truth about this thing I saw in my vision. I sought to know." And this thirst for knowledge, while he is receiving a revelation, he does not yet have the illumination. He does not understand everything yet, but he seeks to know the truth. In chapter 8, he will say, "I received a vision and I seek to understand its meaning." So it is completely normal and biblical, sometimes to receive revelations, to not yet understand what it might well mean, and it is our thirst for desire. And understanding what this truth might mean will ensure that the Holy Spirit will manifest and reveal it to us. And this, in different ways, whether it be angelic activities, revelations, or the Holy Spirit speaking to you, in various ways. So, ask yourself the question. Someone sent me an email where he said he was dreaming. He was looking for his shoes everywhere, and in his dream, he couldn't continue walking without his shoes. And so, the question we might ask ourselves is whether perhaps it might refer to his Christian walk, or he can no longer continue. If he does not return to this life with Jesus, it might simply also refer to a call to be an evangelist, or what God is asking him to evangelize, and if he wishes to continue, he must also embrace that call. It will depend on the people, and it is also important when we submit interpretations as well as shortcomings to ask questions in order to get to know the people. So I'm telling you this so that you can also be in this approach, to ask questions and discuss with people. Okay? I hope this video has blessed you. It's a simple video, but it gives you some points to reflect on this topic. I would like to go further with you on the subject of dreams. So I refer you to my live session next Tuesday, June 29th. So the link is already appearing on YouTube. We are going to talk about how to interpret dreams. It's my live session number 6, where the topic will be how how to manage the dreams we receive from God. There are times when we have dreams that I would classify in the category of direction, of God's calling, and when we receive this, how to manage it. We will look at examples in the Bible and also draw spiritual principles for our lives. If you haven't done so yet, feel free to download all my guides, which can be found on my website, jeremypothin.com, so that you can also grow in interpreting dreams and grow in that area. Let's not forget that these are like a toolbox, but we must continually be sensitive to what the Spirit tells us in our hearts, our conscience, in our intuition, so that we can be guided by it in interpreting dreams. I hope this video has blessed you, and I wish you an excellent day. We'll meet again on Tuesday for my live session number 6. Be blessed.